Yeah, for me, when I felt like I was good in life, financially first was 2011 is when my last year playing football where I set a goal. I wanted to get a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying? And I got that money,
Right.
so I felt like I was good. But, obviously in life, mentally and, you don't really get to a point where I don't think you just are satisfied with, everything that you're doing and everything that you want to do. So, but I felt like I was straight financially 2011 because of, again, the money that I made because I had it in my head. This is what I felt like I was going to be comfortable with. But as far as life, I don't feel like I don't know if anybody is ever comfortable because every day is just different. Everything changes, in your mental state, in your, life.
Nah, I concur. So my path was probably like more, regular, traditional kind of academic. Take care of my schoolwork, get to, college, hustle your way, loan it up, get your way through college, and then was able to come out, my undergrad and my MBA, and then was able to come out and kind of demand a really good job out the gates. You know what I mean? The difference between like the academic path and the athletic path is that there really isn't like, I couldn't really set my sight on like, I need that like a big contract. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't, even though I was good at what I did, it wasn't like I was gonna be able to gain like an extension or something where somebody was able to give me like a signing bonus of like I could be like, yeah, I need that. Like once I get that, I'm happy. So my whole thing was always, I started feeling like good financially when I just started not really worrying about money. Like when I started getting, when you start getting the checks where, you start getting the checks where you don't be checking the bank account no more. You know what I mean? Like it's just little stuff like that. Like it's basic, but like you ain't really like, oh, well, did the joint hit?
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like when those days started hitting, like coming upon me, and they came upon me at a pretty decent age, I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not really worried about that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make money. You know what I'm saying? So once I got to a point where I knew I could make it, I would say that I was somewhat comfortable in that particular perspective because it wasn't about, Dad, can I get it? You know what I mean? It was about, oh, okay, no, you can get it. It's just about, you might get it this way, you might get it that way, but you can make money. So the understanding and the ability to be able to make it, no matter what the environment may be, that was when I knew, I was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Because I can travel with that. Now, mentally, for me personally, I'm never really that comfortable. You know what I mean? Like I got between my family and trying to like make sure I'm like, as strong of a parent as I can be, between, just continuing to work out here in the world and also just trying to run the race. I kind of stay in a place of growth, in a growth place. And I think whenever you're growing, it's very difficult to be just like super comfortable, you know what I mean? But I think, as you grow and as you learn more about yourself, and you understand kind of what makes you tick and like what kind of brings satisfaction to your life through self-awareness, I'm able to get closer to that comfort level. You know what I mean? So for me, I know there's certain things about me, it might not necessarily jive with somebody else in regards to what makes them tick. So for me, my things is family. My things is, I'm pretty simplistic.
Right.
So I don't have to have a whole lot of lavish things, materialistic. I'm not a materialistic person to be in a comfortable place. So I think it's important that we distinguish that comfort can be more of a state of mind,
Right.
which is really based on kind of what appeals to your state of mind, right? So if some people, they love money, that appeals to their state of mind. Some people love relationships, that appeals to their state of mind. Some people love just various things, you know what I mean? So I think understanding those things about ourselves helps us to get to a place of comfort.
Right. And yeah, so again, I mean, just hearing you talk, like being comfortable is, like you said, I mean, it's different aspects that you have as a person.
Right.
You know what I mean? You a dad, you're a brother, you're a son, you all of that. And, you kind of gotta fill those roles and be comfortable with, again, just like who you are, you know what I mean, and just doing things for them it can definitely make you comfortable in that aspect, and it's just how you raise who you are,
yes.
and like you just talked about, because everybody's different and everybody just has their own comfort level, in their mindset. And same thing with financially. I mean, because see, me just being in sports, like you talked about, shit, I had some overdrafts when I was when I was young, but I was
right.
getting, I made $225,000 as a 21-year-old,
right.
But then you seeing guys making millions of dollars, so I felt like I just wasn't comfortable, and I felt like I wanted to be able to, like I said, get to a number in my head and to be able to save. And it's not materialistic, it's just because I want to be able to do a lot of different things, open businesses, travel.
Right.
These are the things that I wanted to do to make me be comfortable in my own, life and my own mind. Right. Just in life in general.
That flexibility is a mug, man. That flexibility go a long way. That's one thing about being able to acquire some good checks out here, is that it allows you more flexibility. So if I want to do this, or if you want to do that, you can't do that with no capital.
Right.
Exactly. What I mean? So I think that's that's extremely important, and I totally understand where you're coming from, because especially on the athletic side, y'all's money kind of tells y'all like who's good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm coming in here making $250 and I see somebody else in my same position, you know what I mean, making whatever, making 10 million or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's the difference between 10 million and 250. Right. So I'm trying to get to that 10 million, not just because I want that 10 mil, but because I think I'm that bull.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because it's not all the time about that money. It's about them,
which was also
the
comfort
value.
for you. That's also part of your mental comfort too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I totally get it, and I just think that's part of the more experiences that we go through. Like you grew up around here, then you go to Duquesne, then you go through all your collegiate experiences, different NFL teams. Each experience probably brought something more for your self-awareness.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I feel like for myself, like coming from Connecticut, then going all the way down to Florida, then going on different internships to LA, and see these places at a very young age. Those experiences allowed me to kind of understand myself better, and then therefore have a clearer path to comfort.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think if I was always watching somebody else, or trying to live somebody else's life, or trying to see something through somebody else's lens, I probably would have always been missing the mark on my comfort level, because I really wouldn't be doing it based on myself.
Right, yeah, you ain't focused on yourself.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And so that was the good thing about just even sports, that I was always the reason why I was gonna be able to make that money. Obviously that's everybody else too, but sometimes, it's a bunch of other different things that, may go into the fold with somebody else, maybe another profession, but I just had to work hard and, put the physical work in to be able to, do what I needed to do and just focus on me, and not necessarily focus on, I guess anybody else, and not looking at anybody else to make me, kind of who I am.
And I think that's really the key to all of this, was that in order to be the best of you, and in order for me to be the best of myself, we got to put the blinders on to a certain degree and just focus on whatever our particular missions were.
Right.
You know what I mean? So your mission was, look, I'm nice with this ball. I'm gonna get to the highest levels. I'm gonna work my ass off to get there. My thing was, I don't really know exactly what I'm nice at, but I'm good with these books. Right. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna hop in this MBA program. I'm gonna get my joint early. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna let these cats know, okay, I'm gonna get to the highest level. So luckily, I've been able to sit next to, multi-billionaires, you know what I mean, as a dude looking like me, you know what I'm saying? Like not changing up, not code switching, none of that stuff. But that all comes from understanding who I am and having that, quite frankly, running quite a solo race. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's other cats that, you dap up, you cool with, everybody, you go bang it up with, everybody good. But when it comes down to this work, that's on me. Yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think the same thing for you. Like, I don't think you would get to where you got to if you didn't say, look, man, I'm owning my work. Right. This is my race, and so I'll holler at y'all, but I gotta get there. Yeah. You know and that's, I guess, that's every, every profession. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, because it's transferable. Yeah, it's transferable, and like focusing on you, like you said, running your own race, and not worrying about,
you know, what everybody else is doing. And, you know, you got other friends, you got other people that could influence you and you may want to go and be with, but, you know, you got that one goal in mind.
Vision.
You know what I'm saying?
That vision, man.
Yeah, that vision.
That vision,
Right.
man. You know what I'm saying?